Wicked Blogger Ghana can confirm that the storm around Kevin Otchere, the young oil mogul behind Springfield Energy, is no longer a rumor, but a hard reality that has reached boiling point. Despite EOCO's official statement denying his arrest, intelligence picked up from multiple credible international and local sources proves that Otchere is indeed in custody in Dubai and facing imminent extradition to the United Kingdom over an ongoing financial and oil cargo dispute involving over $100 million. What began as whispers on social media has now turned into one of the biggest corporate scandals to ever hit Ghana's business landscape. Kevin Otchere, the man once hailed as Ghana's brightest oil brain and a proud face of African entrepreneurship, has become the center of global attention. Reports show that Dubai authorities have been holding him quietly while paperwork for his transfer to the UK continues. According to insiders familiar with the case, the extradition follows a petition from the Westminster Magistrates Court connected to a $29 million oil cargo dispute between Springfield and the Swiss-based Petraco Oil Company. It's the same issue that EOCO tried to water down as a pending investigation. But documents now reveal that this case has moved far beyond Ghana's borders. In the middle of this chaos, Ghanaian millionaire and visionary Cheddar, known privately as Nana Kwame Bediako, has broken his silence in defense of Otchere. In a passionate post on X, he described Kevin as one of the most intelligent and visionary young men Ghana has produced, a man who secured an oil block before the age of 40 and could have brought billions into the country. Cheddar's message was heavy and emotional. He wrote, "Kevin Otchere is one of the most intelligent, visionary young Ghanaians of our time, a man who secured an oil block before age 40, who could have brought billions of dollars into our economy. A deep thinker, a future builder, a rare national asset. Ghana has mastered one thing: destroying its brightest sons and daughters. We look for the bad in our own people, even when they are the ones creating wealth around us. We are not building men. We are killing souls." He didn't stop there. We betrayed Nkrumah. We destroyed our banks. We collapsed Darko poultry farms, which could have been feeding half of Africa today. We crippled Apino soaps. And today, we stand here again, watching another bright sun of this nation being cast out. A nation that attacks its visionaries has no future. Our future must not depend on politics. Our government must protect Ghanaian innovators and not politicians' interests. I hope the government rises above political influence and stands for what is right. Protect your young builders, protect your future. Those words cut deep because they capture a painful truth. Ghana has a pattern of watching its most innovative minds rise, only to pull them down the moment they get close to something big. Kevin Otchere's rise was fast and almost mythical. From founding Springfield Group in 2008 to leading Ghana's first independent commercial oil discovery in 2019, he proved that an African could compete at the highest level of global energy trade. But as he grew powerful, so did the enemies that circled him. According to sources in Dubai and London, the investigations that started as corporate complaints in Ghana have now been consolidated into a full-scale financial probe in the UK. The allegations stem from two major issues: a $100 million loan default and a $29 million oil cargo transaction dispute. Even though EOCO publicly dismissed reports of an arrest, insiders revealed that the agency has been quietly coordinating with foreign counterparts on the legal process, aware that Otchere's case could drag Ghana's name into the mud if mishandled. For now, Kevin Otchere's Dubai lawyers are fighting hard to delay his extradition, citing commercial misunderstanding rather than criminal intent. But the evidence piling up from London shows this is no longer a simple business issue. Petraco's legal team reportedly filed multiple submissions, linking Otchere's offshore operations to financial irregularities that breached international trade rules. The UK authorities, known for their zero tolerance toward financial misconduct, moved swiftly after Dubai security officials intercepted Otchere's travel documents during a routine immigration alert. Inside Ghana, EOCO's public statement calling the news false now looks like an attempt to manage national embarrassment. Their communique claimed there was no arrest or detention. But as more details leak, that line is collapsing under the weight of fact. Sources close to the investigation tell Wicked Blogger Ghana that EOCO's leadership knew about the arrest weeks before the denial was issued. They were allegedly hoping the issue would remain under wraps while diplomatic talks continued. Meanwhile, public opinion in Ghana is divided. Some believe Kevin Otchere is being targeted by powerful global forces, threatened by his bold ambition to make Africa self-sufficient in oil production. Others argue that if the allegations are true, then no amount of local hero worship should shield him from accountability. What no one can deny, however, is that his case exposes the dangerous intersection of politics, power, and money in Ghana's corporate space. Wicked Blogger Ghana has learned that the UK extradition process could take days, not weeks, as both Dubai and London fast-track documentation under international cooperation laws. If he lands in the UK, the charges will reportedly focus on commercial misrepresentation, contract breach, and financial irregularities charges that carry serious penalties if proven. This story, once dismissed as social media noise, has now grown into a diplomatic and economic issue. Kevin Otchere's fall from grace is a reminder of how quickly success can turn into scandal in a country that rarely protects its own visionaries. As Cheddar said, we are not building men, we are killing souls. And as things stand, Ghana may be watching one of its brightest sons fight for his freedom in a foreign courtroom, while the rest of the world watches the slow unraveling of a national success story that once inspired millions. If extradited to the UK, he'll almost certainly face formal charges tied to commercial misrepresentation, breach of contract, and possible financial misconduct over the disputed oil cargo and loan claims. UK courts handle such cases strictly, and given the sums involved over $100 million, he'd be facing intense scrutiny, asset freezes, and a lengthy trial. If his lawyers manage to prove that the dispute was a commercial misunderstanding rather than a deliberate act of fraud, he might avoid a prison sentence but could still face massive financial penalties or corporate sanctions. However, if the prosecution produces evidence of falsified documents or intentional default, a conviction could lead to years in prison, similar to other high-profile financial crime cases tried under UK law. Politically, the case could also trigger serious diplomatic tension between Ghana and the UK, especially if it's proven that EOCO was aware of the matter but tried to downplay it. It would damage Ghana's reputation in the global energy sector and make it harder for future local firms to secure large foreign contracts. On the personal side, if Otchere wins the case or is dismissed as a civil matter, his reputation might rebound sharply, especially with public sympathy already building in Ghana thanks to Cheddar's defense. But if he loses, he may end up stripped of international credibility, with Springfield Energy either restructured under new management or frozen entirely. So in short, best case scenario, he proves it's a civil dispute, pays settlements, and walks free but loses business control. Worst case scenario, he's convicted of financial crimes, jailed in the UK, and permanently loses his company and global standing.